I was her eyes. I was the one that driving her all the time, and I was taking drinks on her and stuff like that, and I didn't know what was going on and stuff like that. I was just kid.
Yeah.
I was responsibility too,
Yeah.
and I didn't know any better. I mean,
Yeah.
so
just
I
did what you were told. Yeah.
So I did all that thing when I was young. And then when she passed away, and she taught me about living and by being grandmother.
Great.
Yeah. And
Wow.
and that's what my grandfather taught me the same thing. My grandfather
So
said,
that was his mother?
no, not the other grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my grandfather, and I knew that. And he was saying this. And my grandfather said, I'm leaving now. And I want you
She knew that she was dying?
well, she was going to be an operation, yeah? For heart, operation for her heart.
She knew that was
She
it.
said she knew that I might not make this, but I want you to know all those things that I taught you that shaped you and you have to follow. So she miraculously.
Still doing okay over here?
I'll have another.
I need and I'll get her. I'll go ahead and get her another one.
Yes.
And she made it. She didn't die. Another 30 years.
So she thought she was dying and she told you why?
And
And then she lived for another 30 years?
20 years. And when she was in a dying breath or something, and I spent time with her all this time, and the father.
Maybe that was sort of like the way, like she manipulated you to get you to spend time with her.
But she didn't know. She thought she would
She
not.
really did think she was
Didn't
dying.
make the heart operation. And then she passed. And I spent all the time with her when she was back. Same with my other grandfather on the other side. And when they get crazy, all the stupid stuff they have to say, they're hilarious.
How do you get? No, I thought it was really sad.
They start being like babies, like they start when they're babies like that, and they start acting like babies with them. Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
I
And you start telling you things, what to do, what not to do. He would tell me, my grandfather, make sure the dogs are fed. The snake dogs. That's way past. Way back. They have to be on the south side where there's no sunlight. And you feed them. Make sure you feed them. But there's that kind of dogs, but the sunlight, they don't get their heat stroke. Put them out on the south side where
in the shade.
in the shade. And that's what you told me.
And
to do.
were they like huskies?
What?
Were they husky dogs? Or what kind of dogs were they?
The huskies.
Huskies, yeah.
Yeah, the dogs does. That's what you told me. And
And when he was like in the hospital?
in the hospital. And then one time I went there and says, what, did you get that job? What job? I'm working now. I want to help people. But in my job. It's okay. Oh, that's a good job. And he was and he was telling me, that you have to not like impose the people. You have to change the thing, not you. You can't change them. They themselves have to change. So we can't make people change.
That's so true.
But then it was,
When he was telling you that, did you take it in, or were you just like, oh, he's just mumbling?
I know, and that's what I'm thinking. Because when I was growing up and stuff like that, and started to happen to people, I started with the things, this is wrong. This is wrong. And of course they fought back at me and stuff like that. Me out of the community that I was telling them what to do. Like I was not anything worse than what the government was telling me. Telling them to do it.
Right. But you were like, if you want to get stuff done, you have to do it this way.
So I learned that pretty fast because, that's not the way. And that's what my grandfather told me. People have to change themselves. The community has to change themselves. You can't make them. And that's what the government was trying to do, he tells me that. But when I was doing my work, I thought, no, this is bad for you. This is not, you can't do this.
Your grandfather said that?
No. I did.
Oh.
And
Right,
that's
because
when-
you were like working with the enemy.
Yeah, when I was working. And I find out that it's the people at the community level that has to change. Not me. I can't tell them.
But as a leader, like you've been a leader,
Yeah.
and so you have to influence people to
It's
change,
forced.
right?
Yeah, what you have to follow what the people say. And you have to go and seek that what the people want. You can't. You have to go and seek what the people want. You can't say this is good for you without. It's the people that you have to tell you what they want. For example, I had to go when I was got chosen to be in the group chair. I send out my people to tell what the people want. A survey. I did the survey. What is the things that you want to do? What do you want me to do for you? In order to improve quality of banking services. And I did a survey of that. All the communities, we went to all the communities and stuff like that. And there was 4 things that they wanted. Power line, power grid connection, all season roads, improved winter roads while you're looking for. And the 4th one was to develop, run at the river, our own power system. These are the 4 things that I'm working on now. That was the mandate that was given to me when I was going. I'm done one. I got the power grid. I'm working on the winter all-season roads. But I improved the winter roads first. Realigned them to be on the ground instead of the water system. And then the power. Now I'm working on the power system. Power line. Running the river, like the river system, you can harness energy stuff and sell it back. So that's the 4 things that I'm doing. I'm working on the power system. I worked on the winter roof before, and now I work on the winter roof. I've done the power line. It took me 20 years, 19 years for the power to produce the movies. Because I had to work to other communities, support the project to be able to get that done. So we connected 16 communities to do that. But people don't see that.
You don't know how
They don't
all the
understand.
effort and the long, the
Yeah.
patience and the dedication.
It took a lot of hard work, but they don't see that. It wasn't easy to do that, to connect it.
I mean, I know, but I know what you're saying.
The other thing too they asked me to do was to get a police system. Like I was chief then. When the alcohol thing, I told my people behave. If you don't have any problems, but if you misbehave, of course they misbehave. So I had to say no. I mean not me. I asked the people. So we let alcohol in and drugs, illegal drugs.
How do they get in?
What? There's only one. There's only one. We boat and we fly it in. It comes by.
But nobody checks it. Like,
No.
how do
This is what I did. We hired a security person to go and check the luggage. And if anybody's drunk or bringing in booze, you don't let them in. And we posted all the signs in the community saying to the community people, here's the consequences of what happens to you if you break our law. And this peace officer, our security person, you have to respect them and stuff like that. He was an elder, and so on and so forth. So anyways,
okay.
so carry along. Our police force was not like a police force in the South.
Right. It's like one person.
Yeah, no, it was not like that. We were giving one officer nothing. That's it.
And some of them don't care.
Yeah.
They're just waiting to move on.
So now next week I'm going to go to Ottawa. I'm in Toronto. I'm going to sign. I'm going to have a signing ceremony saying that our police force is going to come under the Police Services Act and be recognized as a true police force. But it's going to be more than. I told today the justice guy from that.
May I interrupt?
What?
May I interrupt?
Mantra.
And you have been co-chair for how long? Because who brought this signing about?
So anyway,
Who brought this signing about?
yeah,
You did.
I did.
You did.
So
All
anyways,
his hard work.
I believe it.
so I told.
him.
But we need to know, like,
We have a
step by
police
step
force.
how we do this.
Yeah, we have a police force now that can enforce. That's supposed to enforce federal laws, provincial laws, and First Nation laws. But they have problems with First Nation laws because there's no prosecution and so on. Yeah. So they can't prosecute First Nation.
There's a lot
So
going on.
Like he just
next week we're going to have that we're going to come under the law. First Nations want this.
I don't know what they're going to do.
And all 34 First Nations that we work for signed a resolution to say they want to come under the Provincial Police Service Act. To recognize our police force as real force. But our police force is has more responsibilities than any police force in Ontario.
I believe it. I believe it.
Because they have to now enforce First Nations laws. And First Nations laws don't exist in some of our communities. And that's what the problem is in our police force. Is that it? First Nations have the biggest government, the laws to enforce. And to prosecute it, and that's what I told the Justice Minister today. Your laws don't work in our communities. The way you do them, the way our laws apply are not applied or enforced the way we want them. And I told them, you have to work with us to be able to enforce those laws and your laws, provincial laws, the way it should be.
I understand our point of view.
So we're more. So we have our police force has more responsibility to understand.
Yeah, and more like authority.
You know.
Because he gets stressed
Be able to do that. I says our community laws is a community law, not an individual law. Because it's for the benefit of the community.
And you can't police a city of 2 million, 5 million people the same way you would police a city or a community of 200,000
And you can't enforce the laws like the way you do it. It's more than that. It's different.
Exactly. No. You're on your way to being an elder. Do people in your community consider you?
What?
Do people in your community consider that?
Me?
Yeah.
Not yet.
But there is good.
You're on your way.
I'm on my way. I know, but yeah.
Because you have so much intelligence and knowledge and intelligence. In his demeanor, the ability to grow into my friend. It takes me a while.
Both of you.